1948. A UFO crashes near Laredo, Texas, exactly 1 year after a similar incident at Roswell, New Mexico. According to witnesses, both incidents involve the same aggressive alien species, the Greys. The events reportedly bring President Dwight D. Eisenhower face-to-face with the Greys' representatives for a summit at Holloman Air Force Base.
Purported witnesses to this event claimed that Eisenhower was actually asked there by the extraterrestrials in order to make some sort of deal. The meeting took place at the Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico, where the treaty would be reached. One of the classic images is that of the Greys, with large heads and elongated almond-shaped eyes and slits for mouth and very thin. The story sounds bizarre at best, but there are 3 witnesses to this event.
The resulting agreement may determine the fate of the human race. It is known as the Greada Treaty. Unsealed case file. The Greada Treaty. Experts believe this treaty gives the United States access to the Greys' advanced technology in return for the right to abduct and experiment on humans, with the condition they are returned unharmed. It seems almost inconceivable that an American president would offer up his own people to an alien race. But possible proof of the Greys' existence will surface again in 1978. It comes in the form of a mysterious photograph that arrives at the office of a UFO investigator working for the Mutual Anomaly Research Center and Evaluation Network. In a letter, the photographer claims the photo is of the body of an extraterrestrial recovered at the Laredo crash site. The photographer provides details of the 1948 crash. He explains the recovery of the craft, the involvement of Secretary of State Marshall, and how he was forced to develop the photos the same night under armed guard at the White Sands Proving Ground. He also claims to have somehow smuggled out over 40 more negatives documenting the autopsy and retrieval of the craft at Laredo. Marsen sends the negatives for analysis by professional film experts. The image of a humanoid figure with a large head and small body is deemed real. This leads to its nickname, the Tomato Man. The photo sent to Marsen comes with a warning. Being in possession of the photo may bring the network unwelcome attention from a top-secret government organization. Could this shadowy organization be the ultra-secret Majestic 12? And is anyone who threatens the alleged government cover-up in danger?
And I assure you they weren't sending out press releases. It was classified above top secret, as they say. You know, if you were at that level and you decided you wanted to go to the New York Times, there was a good chance your car would never make it out of the driveway, or you either. So this serious stuff.
Marsen launches its own investigation into the identity of the photographer, hoping to convince him to turn over the other 40 negatives of the crash site and autopsy. The investigation turns up several false names, addresses, and post office boxes. Every possible lead brings the investigation to a dead end. A Marsen member published this statement about the mystery photographer. We know we are dealing with presumably a career military man, very fearful of some sort of prosecution for his transgressions in this affair, who is doing his best to remain anonymous. To this day, the identity of the Laredo photographer remains unknown. But what has become of Eisenhower's agreement with the Greys? Coming up, we reveal shocking claims that point to the aliens calling an end to the Greada Treaty and embarking on a terrifying new wave of abductions.